Hey, wig wearing watchers and yum team. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Hello. I wanted to come to you guys today to tell you about one of my sons having to deal with a bully at school. I don't know if any of you all talk to your kids or address certain situations like this, but it does happen more often than not. And if you are not talking to your kids about bullying or being bullied, you probably need to often, just to see where they are and see how people are treating them and how they're treating others. I'm a big advocate for treat people how they treat you and return the energy, right? So today, I'm coming to you guys to let you know that one of my sons, the one that you always see in the videos, he had an issue with a bully, and the young kid, big guy, big old rotundant, big old chunky kid, tall, big kid, felt the need to pick on my son every single day. Felt the need to call him names every single day. Felt the need to put down and belittle. And I don't know what's going on in his individual household. We don't know what's going on with these kids. We don't know what they're enduring, why they feel the need to lash out on other people. So me being me and dad being dad, we would tell our son every day, go to the teacher, tell the teachers what's going on, tell the teachers how you're uncomfortable, tell the teachers. And he's very expressive. And I'm sure that there was several times that he was making claims and telling them exactly what was going on, but it was looked over, overshadowed. Until one fine day, he had had enough. And he had had enough coming to the teachers and telling them and them not doing anything about it. It had almost been, 6 to 8 months that he was getting bullied and picked on. And so he was in gym. They told me, the teachers called me and told me what happened, and he just, out of the blue, put the boy in a headlock and started punching him in the side. And he told me how he did it. He said, Mom, I put him in a headlock and I started punching him in the side of his stomach. And I'm just listening because the way he explains things is so funny. I don't want to laugh. But I can't say that I was not proud of him defending himself. Even though it was on the humble, it was on the fly. It was not warranted at that moment. It had been warranted for 6 to 8 months. I don't condone violence at all, but I do condone when you do defend yourself, especially when you're being consistently and on a continuum bullied by somebody. It's only so much that any individual is going to take. And so the teachers called me, well, your son, out of nowhere did this and did that. And I said, oh, did he? But from what I've been told is he's told you all several times and several different teachers what was going on, and you all did absolutely nothing about it. So my suggestion was always defend yourself, because I got tired of him coming home telling me, because the way we grew up is you go out there and you fight. We're not going to just let nobody just pick on us, and we're not going to pick on nobody. But the way I grew up, the way his father grew up, we about to bang it out. We about to fight it out. And if you bigger than me, you going down another way. So I talked to him, tried to make it as simple and as easy as possible. People have their own feelings and opinions about stuff. And but I acted to the teachers like, when he gets ready to apologize and he wants to sincerely do so, he will. I'm not going to force him to do anything that he doesn't want to do, because most people don't force their kids to do anything they don't want to do, and I treat my kids just the same. If you do not feel like it at the time, don't do it, because it's going to be insincere anyway. And so they just listened. I guess they were shocked to hear me say that. I'm not going to make him apologize to him. He deserved it. Really, he did. So I said, well, that's not a good thing, and I'll talk to him. But from what I was told, you all had been told several times that this was happening, and nothing was done. So they got quiet. So then I talked to my son. I said, well, son, they're going to ask you to apologize, which you don't have to until you're ready. They're going to also ask you how I felt. And this is what I want you to tell them. They had no reason to even ask my son about how I felt, because that's confusing to a kid. Why not just ask him how he felt? He does not know how to process his own emotions, let alone my emotions sometimes. So how's he going to process my emotions? I already told you how I felt. I didn't tell him exactly, but I did tell him, that's just a bad thing, and I'll talk to him, blah, blah, blah. But you already knew how I felt. So you don't need to go over it with the child and ask them. So when I told my son, I said, they're going to ask you, and this is what you say. He came back the next day, and he said, Mom, well, later on that day, he said, Mom, they asked me, and I told him exactly what you said. I told him, tell them that your mom was very disappointed, which is a lie, because I wasn't disappointed at all. But because they asked, that's the answer you're going to get. It's rehearsed. He told him exactly what I said. Very smart kid. He said, Mom, I told him you were very disappointed. I said, was I really? He said, no, you weren't. You were proud of me for standing up for myself. And you damn right. I was very proud of him. And I tell him again, do it all over again if you have to. So we got tired of him coming home, saying people picking on him, which was a more reason as to why we put him in classes to learn how to, defend himself and learn how to control behaviors as well, which he doesn't have bad behaviors, but it definitely puts everything into perspective. So hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I love you guys to life. Talk to your kids, find out what's going on with them, and love on them regardless. All right, bye.